Hello, and welcome to today's subscriber contract, the Overtakers, set on the author map of Sapienza and supplied to us today by Nico in the Drip. So moving on to our briefing, welcome back to Sapienza 47. All of your targets were sent to be killed by 2 clients, but it seems all 4 are in town. So we made it into one single contract. Salvatore is the mayor of Sapienza, but he does nothing for the citizens. He is also connected to the HOS of the Church of Sapienza, Ignazio, and has set up a cult event in the city. Your next target, Catherine, is a real estate agent who is visiting up to upcharge people for a property and is connected to the last target. Good luck. And speaking of targets, we have 4 of them today, along with 2 objectives. So for today's challenge, we'll be starting at the default location and we'll be bringing with us a silenced pistol. So right from the start and off the bat, we require a couple of items. The first of which will be a propane cylinder, and there is 6 on this map in this particular area, 3 of which are kind of out of reach and they are in the crypt, which currently has about 6 people in there. There are another 3 though located in the shed in the graveyard, which is a lot less defended. So we're going to head straight down the side of the church up into the graveyard, duck in through the window of the shed, grab ourselves a propane cylinder and quickly retreat back out of the area before we are spotted by either a church staff member or a camera. So while we've been doing that, someone has currently just left the book reading at the church and are currently heading towards the morgue toilet area. That's that gentleman right there in the blue jacket, and he has an invitation into the church, which we require. So we're going to make our way into one of the cubicles here. This one happens to be empty. We're going to overflow the sink, position ourselves behind the door when that gets the attention of our non-target target, and we're going to render him unconscious, collect up the invitation that he drops, and deposit him in the canvas crate behind us. So everything is now acquired. We can begin eliminating our targets, and the first of which is located just over by the ICA safe house. He's currently outside the building having a cigarette. So we're just going to take our propane cylinder and throw it over against that bicycle there. That will get his attention. He will radio in to head office or control because he's a bit nervous. He will then go and investigate, and when he loses interest in all of that, he will return and relight his cigarette. At that point, he will find out that smoking is very, very bad for your health. So up he goes in a double explosion, and we can then move on to our next target, who is currently located in the church. And it turns out in the end we didn't even need the invitation, as the gentleman asking us for our invitation has just run off. So we're going to make our way straight inside and into the confessional box where our next target is currently located, having a phone call. And when she reappears back in front of the trellis area, we are going to drop her with a single bullet to the head before she spots us, because we cannot be spotted. There we go. We are now 2 targets down. We have 2 more to go. Our next target is located at the ICA safe house. So we're going to go around the long way and in through the front. We will get spotted by a camera along the way, but it just so happens to be that in Rocco's apartment is a surveillance system. So we're just going to head straight up the main street into the ICA apartments, through and past the camera, we're going to go straight up to the second floor and deal with the surveillance system. Now luckily enough, none of these doors are locked, so we can just let ourselves straight in. And I'm looking around for an item to throw. There doesn't seem to be one up here, so we'll just take care of the surveillance system. It turns out our target is currently inside the building, which doesn't work for us, as I was hoping to just drop down and make my way down there. So we'll go back down via the stairwell and in through the front door like a normal person. And in here in the kitchen we should acquire ourselves a melee item. There we go, there's a crowbar right there. We're going to make our way into the bathroom and we're going to throw our crowbar off into the distance, and that's just so that we can get our target out of the chair and facing away from us. So make sure the door closes before she turns around and faces us, because if she spots us we will fail the mission instantly. But once she has her back to us, we can then exit out onto the roof, render her unconscious and drop her down into the rear courtyard area of the building next door. So that just leaves one more target, and that is the mayor, and he is currently located in the town hall office. So we're going to make our way around to the rear of the town hall, up the drain pipe. We're going to go up past the town hall level, which is this level here, and up to the floor above, where we will find a bodyguard just hanging around. We're going to render him unconscious. You go to sleep, sir. Thank you very much. We're going to leave him there. We're going to take his outfit and the gun that he drops and the crowbar on the counter. So we can now make our way down the stairs like a normal person to the floor below and let ourselves into the town hall. Now sometimes, I don't know how we manage it, but I end up with a key to that door. I'm not sure exactly where I get it from. It could be from the bodyguard, but I'm not entirely convinced of that. We're going to make our way into the town hall office. We're going to drop our spare weapon on the floor, and the bodyguard will see that and he will move to take it away. In the meantime, we're going to select our regular weapon, which is our gold-plated silver baller with a silencer on the end. And when the bodyguard takes the weapon away, we are going to position ourselves behind the Mayor Salvatore here. Just going to wait for that door to close, and then we're going to plant 2 in his back, and we are then going to deposit him in the crate directly behind us. So if you don't want to do that, you can, if you can time it right, drop a chandelier on him from the floor above, but it is somewhat tricky to time and you only get the one opportunity. So I find the distracting the guard and putting 2 in his back the much easier option. So once all that's done, all that's left for us to do is to make good our escape. So we're going to head straight down the stairs, out of the door and into our awaiting Volkswagen Beetle vehicle. And once we've done that, we will get confirmation all of our targets have been eliminated according to plan. We've met our objectives and we get a silent assassin rating. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.